All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Doing a quick video on a thought that came to my head, which was the fact that, hey man, it's only one day out of the week. It's only one day out of the week, and what I'm talking about is going to camp. Now, if you're new to this truth, camp is when the men, all right, only the men, as the scriptures command and say and instruct, is where the men, right, go outside to the highways and the edges, and push the word. They push the gospel. All right, we speak these scriptures out in the public, and a thought that came to my mind, which is that, hey, it's only one day. All right, and I say that because you still got a lot of Israelite men that believe, but they're just on the keyboard. They're on the computer instead of going out there to the highways themselves. And that's not good, man. If you're a man and you believe in this word, you're supposed to put action behind it, and you're supposed to start going out. Okay? You be having hella people on the comment board talking about Shalom, but then they're afraid to go outside. We got to get this sacrifice going, man. This spiritual sacrifice. And it's important that you continue to go outside, even though it's only one day out of the week. That's a very heavy spiritual day. All right. So I'm just going to go in the spirit on that. Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Right. So it says, don't be conformed to this world. Excuse me. It says, right, I meant to start at verse 1, Salakia. Romans 12:1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice goes into offering up your time, okay? Offering up your time that you have in this body and using that time to do something spiritual. And that in itself is a spiritual sacrifice, all right? That's you offering up your body as a living sacrifice. And what is the ultimate way we do that is by what? Going to camp. That's offering up our body as a living sacrifice, because we are offering up our time. All right, we're living and we're offering up our time and our bodies. But you have to do it. That's why it says wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So as a man, we all have a service to do. And it's a reasonable service, man, because it's really not enough to save us. No, we're not saved through our own works, through our own effort. We're saved because of the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. But even then, we still have work to do. That's why it says, which is a reasonable service. It's reasonable, It's very reasonable. It's only one day out of the week, man. Going to camp is only one day out of the week. And this flesh, right, this carnal mind will try to find all types of ways to make you want to punk out, This carnal mind will try to find all types of ways to make you want to not go out there. All right. The weather may not be perfect. The conditions may not be perfect. Now your mind's making all these excuses. Now you start saying you don't feel well and stuff. Look, man, that's a bunch of excuses. Okay. If you're a spiritual man, and you believe in this word, we're commanded to go out. All right. That's why it says, verse 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So going out to camp, that's a part of your mind continuing to be renewed, right? That's a part of you, because remember, coming out of this world is a process. You don't just come out of this world and then you're 100% the best spiritual version of yourself. No, you come out of this world and you're born again. Your mind is beginning to be renewed, but you still got to get rid of that old man. You still got to. There's certain parts of him. All right, there's certain habits of the carnal mind that you still haven't gotten rid of yet. And going out there to camp, that's a good way to continue to renew your mind by staying in the spirit. The spirit is heavy at camp. Scriptures say, where two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst. So you got a lot of brothers at camp. You got a lot of edification going out there. You got a lot of prophecies coming out. So when you go to camp, that's a part of you not being conformed to this world and renewing your mind. All right, continuing to refresh yourself with this knowledge. So it's important that we offer up our body as a living sacrifice, man. This is not a game. You got Israelite men just watching behind the camera in the comfort of their house. Are you not willing to put in just one day out of the week for an immortal crown? Remember, the prophets are going to be out on the highways, man, and we're fighting for an immortal crown. Well, let me get that really fast. An incorruptible crown. You can sometimes forget how heavy this truth is and what you're really fighting for. But we're fighting for an immortal crown, an unbreakable crown. And you're not going to get that unless you fight and you work. And going out to camp, that's a part of fighting and working, man. As a man in this truth. 1 Corinthians 9:25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. See? So this truth, just like everything in life, is you striving for mastery. And I've realized that lately. Okay, it connects to everything in life, man. This truth is an art. This is an art, man. And really everything in life is an art. A mechanic able to fix that car, you have master mechanics. You have master locksmiths. Well, guess what? We're fighting for the mastery. Mastery of this truth, this knowledge, of applying this truth and knowledge and being wise. And then it says what? Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So these people in this world, they strive to be masters in a lot of things. Sports, cooking. We're striving to be, on a level in this truth, man, and continuously grow or go. And when we do so, we're fighting for an incorruptible crown, as it says. But a part of fighting for that incorruptible crown, the whole fight is what? It's doing work, man. It's doing spiritual deeds. And a part of those spiritual deeds is going to camp. All right, as the scriptures say in James, faith without works is dead. So there's a lot of scriptures I could get, but I'm really just trying to hit the point on this is serious. Going to camp is serious, man. That's a part of you fighting for your crown, your incorruptible crown. That's a part of you not only knowing that you have faith, but showing your faith through your works. So it's important to go to camp if you're a man and you truly believe. All right. Oh yeah, let this be the last scripture. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Now, there's a lot in here, man. But the point is that if you have faith, right, you got to believe that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So let's not forget, we're dealing with an almighty, all-knowing, all-powerful being, the Most High Yahweh, right? And then his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, second in command, right? The Lord sees everything that we do, man. We're going to be rewarded for going out there on camp. A literal reward is going to come physically, you know, and you got to keep these things in mind. It may not seem like a big deal because the reward may not come like tomorrow, or it may not come right after you do it. You know, I think Rosh Monagon, it was maybe him or someone else, last camp was pretty much going into how, hey, the reward's not always going to come. You know, you could get blessed. You could get a reward for something you did 8 years ago. That's what they were going into. You could get a reward. You know, you could have been charitable to a brother a couple years ago. And then when all hell breaks loose, you know, because of that, you know, the Lord will reward you with some food or something. Hey, but the same thing applies to going to camp. Look, man, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Going to camp, we're going to get a reward for that. Offering up our bodies as a living sacrifice, we're going to get a reward for that. So you may not get the reward necessarily right after camp ends, or a month after camp ends, or a year from camp ends, but best believe Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakodash sees what we're doing for him. He sees us out there enduring the different elements, enduring these 2/3 people, all right? Trying to stay spiritual amongst a bunch of carnal demons. The Lord sees these sacrifices, and he's going to reward us for that, man. It's not going to come immediate, but it will come nonetheless, and it is guaranteed, because that's on that's the Lord's word. So these are just a couple things that you want to keep in mind about why it's important to go to camp, all right, and the spiritual benefits that you get, and you know, how it's a show of your faith, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. That's all I had in the spirit. I'm out here right now on my front porch, and it's cold as hell, man. So hey, we got a troop for the Lord nonetheless. So Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakodash Shalom.